Morning guys, Mark Ferrasci, ProTech Dog Training. We've got a new mic now, so I'm going to find out how it works. Good boy, good. Pas bouger. Good. And this is Benzo, who's doing pretty darn good, all things considered. Being a wild man at his home, and now the biggest part with a dog like this, because he's so independent with his nature, good, is that the owners have to really get off the couch and make sure that he doesn't slide back to being that old precocious dog at home and not wanting to work. They've got to put the work in and let the dog know that they require, and expect the dog to work for them. If they don't, I can give them lessons and show them how, but if they don't basically change their mental attitude and how they deal with the dog's going to go right back to chasing the dirt and doing all his negative behaviors and trying to basically find a place to put his energy because the family isn't getting him to work. The old saying of give a dog a job, right? You give a dog a job, in other words, expect him to do something. These dogs have been bred for that. They've been bred to work. They're a working dog. And so that fulfills their psychological needs. Yep, good boy, good. And then with that comes a well-developed dog. Come on. So it's always my worry, and I start this out from day one. Good boy, good, yes, good boy. Nope, come on, there you go, good. Good boy, good. You got to learn to go around, buddy. Yes, good. Are you ready? Good boy, good, there you go, good. And remember, I start my good duration marker on the down and start getting him used to waiting for the food to be put between his legs. But then I start adding the good duration marker in other spots that are contextually the same thing as far as you're doing the right thing, keep it up, right? So here we are with good, and we're trying to convey to him, nope. And by robbing him of the food, he's not getting it. He wants it. It's in my hand. I've got it locked. He can't get to it until I let it go. Nope. He can smell it. He can want it all he wants to. Good. Come on. Good. There you go. Good. And he will, with the time, figure out what it's going to take to get him the food. Nope. Come on. Hup. Good boy, good. And then you just got to, yes, good boy, good. Convey the thought until I'm trying to get him to understand he's got to go 360, and then I want him right back in front, right? So, good boy, place, good. Yep, good. There you go. Yep, good boy, good. Movement brings up drive, right? Yep. And that drive is what you need to get a dog to want to do something that he may not understand. Drive state's real important. Place. Yes. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good boy. That's why you hear my voice tone. Hitting all these voice tones in the right spot. Good. Yes. If you ever really pay attention to my videos and you listen, you'll hear my voice tone really giving the dog what he's supposed to be doing good at any one time, right? Remember what the good duration marker is. It means you're doing the right thing, keep it up. So we're trying to tie it into him, keeping doing the same behavior until he gets to 360. And then right away, it's going to be, yes, good boy, right into chasing, right? Good boy. And the reason we do a lot of movement type things is this is what brings up dog's drive and gets him happy. Everything's about their instincts. Good. Now what I just did right there is I stepped into the dog and pushed with my body language, spatial pressure. That's what makes a dog want to sit, right? And then you can convey that thought enough, then pretty soon he's going to be sitting on his own. See, there it is, okay? But it started with me pushing into the dog and then taking advantage of what we call spatial pressure, right? They understand it. Most dogs have a certain amount of spatial pressure awareness, right? They're aware of it because nobody wants to get stepped on. You ever notice that somebody comes by you and gets too close, you think you're going to get your foot stepped on, you're going to get the heck out of the way, right? That's just common sense. So it's the same thing with this. Couche. I'm stepping into the dog, see, and that gets me my sit. That's how we start it. After time, we start to convey it, and the dog starts to know it. Couche. See. Yes, okay? So you didn't see my body language pushing that time. I just did it with my hand signal. Yes. And notice where the hand signal's at. It's here that started my other, which was the clicker awareness, right? We went here, click, boom, right? That was what started him knowing that he's supposed to sit because there's the reward is upwards. Couche. Whereas the reward here is downwards, locking him into the table, right? Makes him want to stay there. Good. And then we have what's called the 3 Ds. Pas bouger, Let me show you this. Okay. All right, so the 3Ds is pretty simple to understand. And this goes to the owner. We have a young man about 9 years old that's watching all my videos and learning by watching. So we're trying to convey this. Who knows? I started wanting to be a trainer when I was about his age, 8, 9 years old. I got my first dog at 12, right? Kushe. So that's what led me to wanting to be a trainer. Good. Aussie. Yes, good boy. Good. Yeah, Bubba, huh? You do Bubba, huh? Good boy. So the 3Ds, back to that. Kushe. Good. There's one. Distraction, right? I'm moving because if he breaks, I can give him a nope and then correct him. He's going to learn real quick that the movement's going to get him a correction. Good. And then right away flowing into the good. Food goes between his legs. And now we've got the dog where he understands what he's supposed to do. That's clocking, where the dog will break. A lot of times they'll break right when the time, I'll show you this. When you get to here, usually right away they'll break because they think they want to be with you. Good. They don't understand it. So the way we build is we go here, good, and then back to center. You always feed right back to center. You don't feed over here because he's going to want to go here, right? Good. It's about how we build it. We build it the right way. You get a good, solid foundation of what you're after. In this case, it's a good, solid down. I want them to be rock solid. I'll see. I have dogs that I can give a downstay outside of a store or something. They'll be there 30, 45 minutes with all kinds of foot traffic walking by them. And I'll show you how to build that up as we go along with giving the owner lessons. All they've got to do is want it. They've got to get off the couch and put the work into it, learn and grow with their animal, couche, and then they can take advantage of all the stuff that I've done. The reason I like doing an in kennel, because it's easier on the animal. The animal's not going to be as confused. I'm pretty good at what I do since I've been doing this since I was 12 years old. A lot of skills, so it's easier on the animal. Now you give the dog back to the customer, and the dog's behavior is up here with me. Now they've got to learn how to keep it up, and then they've got to get off the couch and put that hard work in and work him 2-3 times a day, little short sessions, 5-10 minutes, whatever it may be. Good. And we build their relationship up with their dog in the right way. Nope. Good. So this is one distraction. Distance is another thing that will cause the dog to break. So I'll take myself away from the dog and go to the end of my long line or whatever it is, and I'm going way back here. A lot of times distance will cause the dogs. That's why we call it the 3Ds. Distance, duration, and distraction. So how long he stays there will get the dog to break as well, right? We're challenging the dog and we're increasing how well he does. At first, our time level as far as how long we leave him here is very short. As time goes along, we start to build that time level. He's at a spot now where we can start building the durational time level. And I do that a lot of times out in public because I've got a lot of foot traffic and other things coming by the dog. The dog gets used to it and then they start to develop a very rock solid downstay. One of my most important commands that I teach is my downstay. There's a lot of trainers do a lot of things differently. As example of that, let's just go say IGP. I saw an IGP trainer the other day. I won't mention names. He's well respected. He's well known in the field, and he was talking about downstays. First thing he did was came out with a negative. I don't like downstays. I hate it. It's hard. It's boring. It's whatever other connotations he gave towards the downstays. I don't have a problem with downstays. It's something, nope, good, that I started way back when doing my around the corner work in public, which really gives me a rock solid downstay. If you do it right, it's easy to do. But he was using, because he's into IGP, a blind, putting the dog out in the field, going behind the blind and waiting. And the dog breaks, but that's boring as hell for the dog. Good. Give the dog some other activities around him, people walking, things to watch, and the challenge is higher. It becomes fun. It's not hard to do. That around the corner work you see me doing in public is one of the easiest ways and best ways to really teach a dog to understand that he's supposed to stay. Why? Because I'm right around the corner. If he breaks, I'm coming out and correcting him, and he figures it out real quick. Good. And then you have all that distraction, all that movement. And if you can get a dog to do it in that environment, the field's easy. Yep. Good. We're good. There you go. The other thing I find with downstays is that we do a lot of things that make sure that the dog doesn't break forward. And we'll do that later off the table when we start to build the dog's behaviors. Yep. Kusha. Nope. Good. So we're ready for a down on the walk with him because he's doing good with his down when I'm there, but he doesn't know to do it when you're in movement. So we'll work on that as we go along as well. I use a lot of tables for that. The park benches, moving from place to place, and out of the blue I'll say down, and the dog drops because of the edge of the table. That's what this is all about. He's got a raised platform, right? There's a lot of things we use platform. This here too. Yep. Good boy, good. There you go. Good boy, good. There you go. Are you ready? Ready? Oh, yeah. Good. Oh, yeah. Nope. Nope. Yes. Good boy. Good. That's my boy. Good. Trying to give him the idea that where I want him. I want him right at my side. So I let him touch my body. I praise him, and this becomes another part of the praise routine, right? Not just food. Good. That's my boy. That's good. So we're accenting it by, oh, yeah. Nope. 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 Good. Good. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know. Psych, we're out of food. I'm going to go put him back. We got other dogs to work. But he's doing good. Benzo is doing real well. A lot of today's yakking was right as far as what I'm giving you and information-wise is really for the young man at home that's watching the videos and gets to see his dog be worked. I have a feeling he's going to be doing a lot of the work. Very big challenge, a Malinois. So the parents are going to have to put some work in to keep it going. But no reason the young man can't experience it and start getting into it. I know I did, so why not him, right? I started professionally at 16, started messing with dogs with my first dog at 12. And I was out giving lessons at 16 years of age, so there's no reason that you can't do it. Yep, good boy, good. There you go, you're good. Are you ready? Are you ready, ready? Good. Yes, good boy, good. Yeah, good boy. Notice I said the pump-up word before I pulled the ball out. That right away gets his emotional state of mind in anticipation of what's coming next, right? Good, good. Yeah, yeah, above us. Out, out. Yes, good boy, good. Yeah, good boy, good. Ah, ha, ha, good boy, good boy. Good, good. And if he doesn't out, I die. I go in real close to my body. I keep him there. Out, out. Nope. Yes, good boy. Yeah, ha, ha, good boy, good. That's my boy, good. All right, good boy. Out. Good. Couche. Good. Nope. Couche. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Good boy. Good boy, yes. Good boy. Out. Out. Yes, good boy, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The fun is here, right? Good. Now, yesterday, tell you a little story. If the owner hasn't heard it yet, the young man that's got him, the 9-year-old, out, 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 out. Nope, nope, this is hard. Nope. Out. Yes, good boy, good. Yeah, good boy, good. Yeah, 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 good boy, good. Nope. Yes, good boy. Good. Good boy. Good. Out. No, out. Good. I see. Good, good. Yes, good boy. Good. Good. Out. Good, good. I see. Nope. Good, good. Good, Benzo. Yes, good boy. Good. There you go. He's going to figure it out real quick. But I came out of the trailer yesterday. I come out of the house. Dogs were going crazy. I look out, and he's on the top rail of the kennel. You got one bar that goes around the top of the kennel. It wasn't capped, and he was on the very top rail, standing there like it was just no big deal at all. And I screwed up because I didn't get a picture. I was worried about him hurting himself, so I ran over there and pushed him off the thing. And then after I did it, I went, oh my God, that would have been such a perfect picture. I'll probably never see him do it again. How he got up there, I have no idea. But he was perched up in the very top rail, looking at the big world and thinking he was just cock of the walk, like it happened every day. Good boy. All right, we're done. Nope, we're done. Nope, I said done. Out. Good. Done. No. Done. Another thing, you notice him sitting down and chewing on this? Don't let your dogs chew on the toys. They'll just rip them up. And that's exactly what he was doing. Good. When it hits the ground, he's not allowed to chew on it. Good. Toys only get given to him when I'm playing with him. He doesn't get toys when he's not being directed and being emphasized with me playing with him with the toys. They get taken away right away after that. Nope. I do not leave toys with him because he'll just destroy them. And he's learning couche, negative behavior. Good. All right, guys. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training and Benzo. Talk to you later.